Okay, remember this is a general reading. I always say that. Put it in the situation you find yourself in currently. Okay, so I'm going to start off with where you are now, and we have the Knight of Swords. Now the court cards, we have 4 court cards here, can always be people in your life, or it can be your energies as well. We have this Knight of Swords here. He is governed by Mercury because it's swords. Swords is communication, legalities, thoughts, cerebral energies, documentation, all that type of thing. And this sword has a light on it. He has a helmet with the wings of Mercury on it. We have a falcon here, which is saying have falcon focus. So where you are now, you are focusing on something and you want absolute light on the matter. We see this horse here ready to gallop. He's the fastest knight of all. He flies off, but sometimes he does it a bit chaotically. So check information. Ready to defend something that you strongly believe in, but you want clarity on it as well. Absolute brutal truth, no emotions involved in it. You want the truth, you want the clarity on it, and ready to move forward. Horses bring forward movement. This horse's leg is up and ready to go. Using intuition and truth here, that's the coloring of the card, the purple and the blue. Moving forward, moving, and they're all moving away. They're all looking this way. Absolutely, moving forward. Knight of Swords. So where you are now, you're moving forward in a legal situation with clarity of what you want to do. You're going, knights go out on a quest. It's a goal. It's something you want. You're reaching for it, and there's forward movement. Fast forward movement in a very rational, logic way. The next card is what's in your future. Queen of Swords. Now this is using your head, using your wits. It's a sword again. It's cerebral energy. We have a queen here. We have both energies. So this is, kings and queens are mature in their energies because they've reached that maturity already. They make decisions that are mature. This queen has to make a decision or a choice. We see one pillar here. She wants the light on. It's truth, and the light has to be on this choice. She's ready to bleed for this choice. She's holding this sword with her hand, the actual blade. Now the blade is sharp on both sides. So where you are now, what's in your future? This is where you are now. What's in your future is you ready to bleed for the truth here. You want the light and you want the truth. And then we have the light on that sword as well. Something has to come to the fore, and you have to make a decision using your head with logic, taking emotion out of it, and truth. And if you have to bleed for it, you're ready to do it. She's ready to defend what it is in a very mature way. This is nurturing. This is taking care of things in a logical, reasonable, pure way. Often she comes across as the ice queen because she detaches herself from emotion, and sometimes one needs to do that to get absolute clarity. Cut out the nonsense, bleed where you need to bleed. If you have to leave emotions behind and that causes you to bleed, you do it, but you want the clarity. And this is the next card. It's also a court card, and this is what is on your mind. So where you are now, what is in your future and what is on your mind is all mind work. It is just thoughts, cerebral energy, finding the truth, communication, Mercury, communication. And she's ready to defend it. He's made his choice. It's in the ground. The choice is made. The decision is made. Both feet are on the ground, ready to leap at a moment's notice to make the choice. And we see Saturn here. So it is a karmic year. Saturn is obviously forcing this decision to come through, and Saturn is the timekeeper, the taskmaster. You sow what you reap. So we have the sun here as well on this throne of truth. And Saturn is making this come through, sweat, blood, and tears. You have to bleed for what we believe in, make a choice and a decision, that comes across possibly ruthless, but we need to use rational logic here and make a choice about how to communicate, how to cut out what doesn't serve us, how to make the next move in a clear, decisive way. We have these swords in all these directions, in the air, bleeding for it. Decision made, it's in the ground. So, it's almost to me like the magician, as above, so below, and going for it, absolutely going for it. This choice, this decision, this clarity, this logic. If it is a legal situation as well, that it's there. And then we have the Pisces card, and that's in your career and your achievements, facing your fears. This crab comes out of the depths of emotions, the water energy. To face his fears, he's going to cross over where those jackals or wolves are and move past them. He's facing the fears to make the choices and the decision with absolute laser. We see lasers, clarity. Because the moon is about illumination. We only know half of the information, and we want clarity. We want absolute clarity with these cards here. The sun brings a spotlight on things. The moon only illuminates part of it, being detached, only seeing part of a situation. You're going to face those fears and see what is hidden, what you need to face, where you're going. It is card number 18, which adds up to 9. So it's an end of a cycle as well, and we are in cyclic changes at the moment as well. Then we move on to your influence in the matter, and this is making your influence is an opportunity. You have 2 aces here. This is about careers. Your influence is that you have this bright idea. It's the human hands. There's something that is complementary to the human nature. Reaching out, the opportunity is there in a career. Rods, fire is about achievements, projects, careers, creativity, even a new relationship, maybe conceiving, baby birth. We see Jupiter here, which is beneficial. Jupiter brings exaggeration though, as well as expansion. But to the human nature, it is the card that is kind. It's the things that we need as humans, because it relates to passion as well, movement. And it's an ace, there's an opportunity that opens there for you, for Pisces, as your influence, that your mind, there's an opportunity that opens with this clarity and facing your fears in everything, because fire relates to everything. And the basis of the foundation of the matter is maybe with regards, another ace, maybe with regards to your property, to your finances, to your career. But this is the material things we need in life. Value, what we put value on, our possessions, because it's pentacles. So being as smart as the weasel, making a decision where there's abundance and where there's something that is solid, that has longevity, something that is real, something that is tangible. And this is something that us humans need as well. We need finances, we need property, we need assets, we need clarity. So there is the basis or the foundation of the matter is that you want something solid, something that has value. And you're looking around for this, something that is solid, built on rock. And you're waiting to be guided by the stars. And there is planetary influence. And here we see the sun as well. And we see green, the emerald, which is abundance as well. There are 5 emeralds in this pentacle. So it is a challenge at the moment as well. It is a challenge, and yes, it is. Our foundation is being rocked at the moment in our country as well. Regardless, the unexpected or the surprise is that you're actually going to action this. This is the King of Wands, again, the fire energy. Taking the action. He doesn't sit on his laurels. He gets up and he does it. Both his feet are on the ground. The decision is made. He is mature in his decision. He is a king. He makes the ruling. You get up and you go at a moment's notice. Both feet are there. He's ruled by Mars, so the action is taken. With fiery intent, with passion, there's just this fast movement forward, with integrity, with loyalty, with truth, and with creativity. There is this action that is taken. And every card here that is a court card is looking towards the left. And I'm not sure how this comes across on the screen. I think it's from the side view. The left is always the intuitive side, and Pisces is very intuitive as well. Even the moon is looking towards the left and making a decision. The right side is our hard data-driven side. And we've made the choices here. Now we're looking at the unconscious side as well in this reading to make the decision and make it blend for our community, for ourselves, for what we need in society as well. So that's your reading, Pisces. It's actually quite a positive reading as well of using your passion, your mind. You actually have water, you have air, you have earth, and you have fire. You have all the elements here, absolutely all the elements here as well, for this forward movement, this change, this decision, this choice, and actually actioning it as well. Moving on, moving to whatever this is. Even the little weasel on this pentacle card is looking, there's something coming through. Maybe take note of your dreams as well. This is in the card of your career and your achievements. Pisces, dreams are important. Using your intuition, you might get something that comes through there as well. But there's a lot of clarity that comes through here for you as well. Thank you, Pisces.